Here we are, day 4. Well, call it day 4.5. We kind of worked a little bit on the weekend. Well, I worked a little bit on the weekend. Electricians did kind of a half day just to keep moving it along. Standing in my office, we've moved quite a bit into place. The thing that I am kind of wrestling with is you move stuff in and you just want to move it one time, right? So you don't want to have to keep redoing stuff. And so I realized you just got to kind of let that go and let lean do its thing. So lean is continual improvement. So for example, this is like the bookkeeping desk. That's not going to be where my bookkeeper is. There's a lot of cleaning to do. Things get dusty over time. Obviously I want to do that. The doors in this office are right here. So any metrology, we're going to put right back there. So yeah, the view from my office is pretty, man, it is, it's pretty darn dialed in. You know, I can see almost all the shop. That 480 panel won't be there. I can actually squeeze through and see that window way down there. That's my shipping manager, Jerry. I have a decent view of the machines. If I move over here, I can pretty much see them all. I can even look into a machine. That's pretty crazy / scary. So anyway, that's the office. Not much has changed around here. This kind of stuff. There's going to be the training room, like I said, is going to be here. So this is it's not going in for about another month. So this is where we're just kind of staging stuff. Got pallet racks set up, 3 across, and kind of this aisle here for the forklift. And so what's nice about this is we can have most of our vacuum chucks, well, all of our vacuum chucks are Blanchard ground, so they can go right here, as you can see, and then immediately come over here to the VF4, which makes all of our vacuum chuck equipment. So that's a nice little thing where we're not transporting or having like wasted motion pretty much. So it's a nice little lean improvement right there. It's always bothered me, but you know, what can we do in the space we were in? So again, machines are in. We had a nice little discovery. So up there is a transformer connected to a panel that outputs 240. Well, the nice thing about the Haas machines, I'm not sure about the Doosan's, I just haven't looked into it, but the Haas machines, you connect up your incoming power there, it goes in, and then right here, you've got these different taps that whatever input voltage you're doing, you just move these wires. So in our previous location, we were at 208, that's preferred, and we'll slide them over here to the 240 range. So I don't have to buy another transformer. I just use the one that's in the shop. And that one in the shop is actually, it's crazy. All it does is like the lights and some of the 110 outlets. So it's crazy that we have that transformer and it's not even putting out the 240. So air compressor, that's getting hooked up today. Oh, let me back up. The 240 is going to run some of these machines, most likely this row here. And so I'll have plenty of material, power left over to run this row of machines here. So that's a nice little thing. Of course, if the Doosan's are going to run off 240, which I think they do, we can run it off that transformer back there. So here's John. Nice little lean improvement. We bought 5 of these racks that we're adding to the inventory room, and he made this template. He brought this in there, and because we want to standardize the shelf heights, and so now we have this template. So he just leaves that and builds the ones up, and then we take them in there and we assemble them. Yeah, put stuff on.
Assemble them out here, but at least we have one that can go by all the lengths.
Yeah.
And then we'll assemble them after they're all put together, the sides.
Yeah.
And then we'll assemble the faces.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. When, you know, I did these way back in the day, and inevitably you'll get like one shelf that's off when you go to put in the wood. It's super frustrating. So right here, bro. There it is. So these 2 home runs made all the way to the wall, and we're creatively run to that junction box. And then now it's going into this huge switch, and then it goes into the transformer around the corner, and that will go to the breaker box. I was hoping to reuse this one. This one's coming out, Like I said, it's just an eyesore, and we don't run any 480, and so I guess 480 is kind of the boxes are kind of just, or the panels are specific to voltage or something like that, or I really don't know. It's there's two things that I have a general understanding out of curiosity for in business. It's taxes and electrical, and I don't want to do either one because both of them can kill you. So that's why I don't do those two. But you know, I think we're going to be up and running, like maybe at least a few machines by mid tomorrow morning. My electrician says he might get some machines running this afternoon, but we also have air. There's there's air copper piping all throughout the shop, which is great. We just need to see where it goes, you know, and see if there's any leaks. Oh, the nice thing about the air compressor is it's a Polar Air brand, family company out of I think it's Dayton, Ohio, or Toledo. And I bought this one. It's a 10 horsepower motor, but they have the PLC wired up for 7.5, which was awesome. It's one of those like slow start, variable speed, which is really great for electrical bills. But the thing is, you know, they just wired it up for 7 horsepower, and they said, hey, this is the last compressor you're going to buy because as your company grows, you need more air, and then we'll just do something, just a few buttons in the PLC. Suddenly it's a 10 horsepower motor. That's what I understand. So that's going to be nice. That's like, yeah, that's the payoff right there. So pretty excited about that. That'll be up and running. And we got to do a little outside shed. We're going to put the air compressor outside. You can do that in Southern California for the most part. And of course, wall it in and do all that. And so it's coming along. It's pretty exciting. I just came over to the old location, and it's kind of eerie. You know, to walk around, it's super echoey in here. Hello? Yeah, it's just weird. We used to have the 4 machines and the air compressor over there, and it's like gone. Electrician took down all the wiring all around. It's just weird to me. I started. This is a unit I started in 2012. Moved here from I was in a garage, and then I was in an industrial unit, and for 2 years that was 600 square feet, I think, and then this was 1,800 square feet. So to go from 6 to 18, that was like tripling the size. That was a big deal. And then a couple years later, in 2014, got the unit next door. Actually, no, it was 1 year later, and I leased it out for an entire, probably 6 months, just to get it, because in these industrial units, when a neighbor moves out, you gotta like jump on it. So I knew that the business was growing. I couldn't really justify getting it, like, because I needed it. So it was just like, I parked my truck inside for the most part. But yeah, I got this, and within 6 months, got another mill, and then was using both sides. So yeah, neighbor moves, you gotta move. So yeah, I mean, like for example, this wall behind me, built it myself. Actually, my dad and I knocked it out. Bought all the drywall to do both sides, and I'm like, nah, it really doesn't need to be done like that. And then ran a bunch of Cat 5 Ethernet cable through. And then I built this wall here, just a short, I guess call it a big pony wall, horse wall. I don't know what they're called. Put the big screen on it, and then yeah, I mean the office is just weird to see things kind of go away. And of course the Pierson boards behind me. And I installed these 2 cabinets and the sink and everything. So yeah, it's crazy. 2012 to 2018, 6 years of just working out of this space, and I'm not going to get sad or anything. It's just weird to see you intentionally tear something down that you built and really liked for a long time. These lights have always been popular with people. That's my electrician. He was in a Ferrari dealership or some high-end dealership, and I said, I really don't know what to do with these lights, but there were no stock lights that came with the unit. So I said, what, you got any ideas? He's like, yeah, I got some ideas. So yeah, it was awesome that he built this thing up. Just ABS pipe, and then just simple track lighting. Came with bulbs, 50-watt bulbs, I switched them out for 6-watt LEDs. So the first time I switched them on, they were on for about a minute, and then the breaker tripped. I'm like, okay, that ain't good. So we went to LEDs, and then front offices are pretty much empty. Hey. So John Saunders posted a Lego on his Instagram, and pretty cool. Okay, John Saunders cost me $120 right there. It's probably going to cost me a lot more. The cool stuff he's been showing. So yeah, so it's just it's just odd. Inventory room. I really haven't digested it, but it's kind of, I don't know, kind of weird to take in. I'm gonna wall that up. We got some lumber that we're gonna frame that in tomorrow, and then you remember the VF4, the LSYC 220 LSYC. What was here? The super mini mill that sold. Got an interesting story about that. Maybe I'll share that tomorrow. We had our racks here, all our other equipment, sandblasting, deburring. Yeah. So anyway, day 4 bonus content. We'll see you for day 5.